Prospero uses the IBM WebSphere Portal and IBM Accelerators to deliver an exceptional web experience to their customers and employees. On their landing page, you can see that they have rich internet applications which are dynamically driven using the IBM Content Accelerator. In addition, they have capabilities such as click to call, allowing their customers to interact easily with their customer service or their advisors. As I drill through this rich internet application, I can actually take myself to more details. Now, these details are provided using the IBM Content Accelerator. Adding in features like the social side, such as ratings, makes it even more intuitive for your customer to understand what the popular content is. In addition, live text capabilities makes it simple for your customers to interact with the advisors. Adding in social capabilities makes it a little more personal. So your customers can actually follow the advisors on Twitter or even make comments from their mobile devices. Sharing not only provides social capabilities to add it out to Facebook or Twitter or Dig, but it also can help within your search engine optimization. The more links that are out there to your content, the higher your content goes on the list within search engines. And providing personalized menus makes it even easier for your customers to access information, but also allows your marketing organization to target the right content to the right people. Now, I can even personalize the page as an anonymous user. Here you can see I'm not logged in. If I wanted to watch this video about investments, I can just drag it and drop it on the page. And what this allows me to do as a customer is be able to review the advice that I'm reading right now, but also understand what we have in terms of investments as Prospero. So I can actually queue up videos here as I am reading advice. So now, let me switch gears here for a second, and I'm actually going to log in as an employee. Heather is one of my favorite characters. Heather is a marketing person. Now, Heather wants to be able to understand how well her content is doing. What content is actually driving revenue? Well, we actually have a partnership with a company called Coremetrics, and what Coremetrics has is the ability for me to see in line what content is actually driving revenue and what content is actually most popular. So as I turn on one of their features called Live View here, I can see the links to content and which links are most popular. Here I can see that a lot of people are clicking through the advice. I can see that towards the side here, not many people click on the in the section or the help and support. Not many people are clicking on Heather Reed's Twitter feeds, but a lot of people are clicking through products and things like that. I can even drill down even further to understand what these click-throughs are driving and how they're actually getting here. So now I can see how people are actually accessing my website. And what this provides me is the ability to understand what investments I'm making in search engine optimization are actually making a difference. As I drill down into this, I can see a better view and how much revenue is being driven from these search engines and how they're actually getting here. So this is extremely powerful for your chief marketing officer to understand which campaigns are making a difference. Now, if I wanted to, I can also understand who is actually clicking on these sites. So I can see a profile view of the folks that are making decisions on buying, in this case, retirement packages. So I can drill down into the college graduates. I can see who's purchasing, the number of sessions that are actually coming through. I can change the view here. I can change the view here to a bubble chart to get a different understanding or a different view, a different visualization. I can even maximize this to see that a lot of my revenue is coming from baby boomers. A lot of my revenue is also coming from the seniors. But not many people, not many young professionals are actually purchasing my retirement plans. So maybe what I want to do as a chief marketing officer is to target and personalize some of this content specifically for my young professionals. So as Heather reads, which is my marketing person, I can edit this page. And as I edit this page, I have a taskbar towards the bottom that allow me one-click access to content-related activities. Now, what I want to be able to do is personalize content specifically for our young professionals. And that content I want to bring in is some of that social networking capabilities, because a lot of our young professionals are using things like LinkedIn and Facebook. We want to be able to draw those people in. I want to bring this social network from our collaboration accelerator, and I want to use the criteria. So I want to bring in a more specific social network related to the popular content. So what people are actually clicking on, I want to bring in the social network that is related to that. Now, as I do that, I can see a related experts list here, and it's a preview of the content that you would actually add to the page. Now, we notice that these links towards the top here are not actually being used. Why don't I just replace the content by just dragging and dropping the content right in line? And now I can replace this content and personalize it specifically for my young professionals. And in doing so, I can see my people card here, so I can have instant access to Dan Misawa, who is my Northwest manager. And all I have to do is exit the edit mode here. Now I actually have content for my young professionals around the related experts. Now, what if I want to see a different view of these related experts? I can actually provide a different view of the social network using some of our capabilities from IBM Software Services for Lotus in an asset called Atlas. Now, what Atlas actually does is parses your emails and your instant messages to understand how people actually interact with each other. And so I can see the number of links, the number of relationships certain people have. But what if I wanted to understand who the right advisor is for me in my region? Well, I can actually change this to a map view to understand who is closest to me. And so now I can speak to a trusted advisor from Prospero that is closest to me and might understand not only my segment, young professionals, but also my region, which might be out in Australia or something like that. And so that is the power of what IBM WebSphere Portal and the IBM accelerators and Coremetrics can provide to your customers as well as employees.